Hello everyone, I'm Joanne. Welcome to my craft room. In this video we're going to continue creating with this beautiful Nature's Botanical Wreath. Look at this gorgeous embossing folder. I have fallen in love with it for sure. I'm also going to use the BetterPress plates, Nature's Botanical Garden Sentiments. This is all in the Nature's Botanical Garden Collection by Susan Tierney-Cockburn. And just a really fun set. We're going to use the sentiment right here. Happiness is to hold flowers in both hands. I love that. I read these in the previous video when I made that sympathy card. So this, I'm making 5x7 cards. This is fun. So first, my base is 10 inches this way by 7 inches this way. Scored at 5.5, and that's a 5x7 card. Very easy. And then the front is 5x7. This is of that watercolor paper, and I'm so excited because I got a new set of my Distress Oxide watercolor pencils. This is set 1. They actually had this on sale at scrapbook.com a while back. I had gotten it, and so I'm adding it to my, this is set 6 right here. But look, I have in this set, I have a white and a black and like a purple, and look at this yellow and this pink down here. So I'm really excited to make some flowers with this array of colors in here. I really want to do that. And so just adding to my watercolor collection when there's a sale, right? Now here is the sentiment that we're going to use. Like I said, it's that top one. Happiness is to hold flowers in both hands. I love that sentiment. And isn't it nice that they all come with a die to cut them out? So that will be wonderful. But I want to do this last because I'm not sure what color I want to use. So let's go ahead and do some embossing. So I'm going to bring the Platinum 6 in, and let's get this embossing folder here. And let me move my pencils. And I'm just going to, look at how beautiful those flowers. They're just so pretty. She's such an artist. So I'm going to position this like this. Whenever Spellbinders asks me if, when they send me a list, if she is on the list, I always get some of her product because I love her creations. So just sandwich it in there with the D plate and send it through the machine. Now I have a Platinum 6. You use what sandwich your machine, whatever it is, for a 3D embossing folder, whatever your sandwich is, you use that one. That's just the Platinum 6. And look at how gorgeous that is. Now the last card I did, that sympathy card. It came out beautiful. So now let's go ahead and do some watercoloring. I have been into watercoloring here recently. I hadn't really been into it before. I love our water pencils here, or brushes. There's like a fine, whoop, don't get water all over the place. There's a fine one right here. I'll be using that one. I use that one the most. Then a thicker one. And then an ultra fine. So these are the 3 sizes that you get in the packaging right there. Okay. I use this middle one the most. So that's exactly what we'll be doing. Sometimes I go to this one right here, but for the most part, honestly, or unless if I'm doing a background, I'll do it with this, but for the most part, I use this one right here. Now, there's a couple of ways to do this. You can put a little water on your glass mat or whatever surface that you're working with, of course, not to be paper, and then put some color into it if you'd like. But what I like to do, I find the easiest, is I want to use this green. Let's see. This is peeled paint. So I just take my water brush and I bring it to the crayon and I get it on the tip, and then I start to watercolor, and then I bring it to the paper. Now you can, of course, wet your paper first. Just come through and kind of wet it just a little bit. And then add your color, or just, you know, just add your color, whichever that you'd like. But you're going to get a really great coloring with this. I'm going into that petal just a little bit, but that's okay when I do that. Flower, I'll go over it. Okay. So like that's the flower here. So here I want to get this petal right here. And then I would just come around and do all of my greenery like this. And again, this time I did not put water down. I'm just going right from the pencil to the watercolor paper. Get that a little wet. So I squeeze it off camera to get it a little bit wet. And then it transfers really well. I'm going to squeeze that. See, I'll move this. I'm going to squeeze it until my brush gets wet. There we go, just like that. And then I'm going to go right to the pencil and then to my project. It really comes out fantastic. It gives it that wonderful watercolor. I don't know what to call it. It's perfectly imperfect shading or whatever. Now this is good to take into wherever the TV is and go ahead and enjoy. I think that's greenery right in there. I'm going to make it that way. There we go. And then that's greenery and that's greenery. And just kind of work your way around this beautiful embossing folder. Just like that. So, okay, let me just stop with that for a second, with the green for a second, and let's color a flower. See how this is all going to come together, kind of. I want to clean off my brush. So I just kind of push it here onto my glass mat, and I just have my cloth here till it's clear, and we're good to go. So simple, right? And now, let's see, you know I've got to use this pink. I must. What's this called? Pickled raspberry, or I'm sorry, pickled raspberry. Picked raspberry. As usual, I'm naming them myself, by myself. Okay, so here I'm going to lay down this pretty pink color. Of course, I love pink and green. You guys know that. If you follow me, I say it all the time, I love pink and green. That goes a long way, right? Just that little bit that I touched. I think the middle, I'm going to do that yellow. Oh, and I noticed that these colors coordinate also with my distress inks. Like in here I have peeled paint and salvage patina. I've got that. I've got speckled egg and salvage patina in here. So isn't that nice? I didn't know that they would coordinate like that, but they do. Ooh. A little bit too much water there. Just going to sop that up. There we go. Pretty forgiving, huh? And I'm just going to work my way around here, and whatever Like if I get a darker color, that's fine. If I get a lighter color, that's fine. Just all kinds of shades of pink. So pretty. Watercoloring is relaxing. And you don't have to take, you know, you don't want to make it sloppy, but you don't have to take too many pains with it either. I find it forgiving. Look how pretty that's coming. I'm just trying to color on the high spots. Even over there too. There we go. I want to at least get one flower done with you, and then I'll break away and I'll finish it with all the colors that I want to use. I'll probably put a movie on. I got lucky to be able to mop that up inside of there before it was just a blob of water, though. I do believe. I hope so. Come back through and just hit where you haven't, you know, if you have any voids. Do the best you can. Okay, there we go. And now I'm going to clean my brush again. Isn't that just awesome? That fast, that fun. Oh, I got a little bit of, mop that up. Well, I'm getting lucky with that mopping it up, let me tell you. That usually does not happen. Oh, I don't want to push that on my, you know, if I'm pressing on it, I don't want to get that on there. Okay, let's see what this is. Mustard seed, and I have this in Distress Oxide. So just going to come up through here. And color the center of this pretty flower. Just come around through there, add your color, let it blend. There'll be a little bit of like an orange kind of come together when they come together, but that's wonderful because flowers have all kinds of colors in them. Look how pretty that's coming along. Okay, I'm going to break away. I'm going to color the rest of it, and I'll be back. Okay, I'm done with all my watercoloring, and it came out really pretty. All the colors that I used and the flowers are beautiful. Now, I'm new at watercoloring. I say that all the time. You know, it takes you a while with the learning curve. So I colored, and then I went back and I colored in places that I had missed, and then I went back and colored again. So it was a little bit of a process, but look how pretty that is. I'm really happy with it. So there's the front of our card. I wanted to show you how I do this. I want to line up, because I have used this piece of paper on my last card, and I wanted to line this sentiment up. So I know if I get it in the middle, my cardstock will be okay. I just put the cardstock where I need it, and that's that A2 porcelain panel. Just like that. And I roll tape up, I put it on the back, put this up front, push it down, let it pick it up, and we should be okay. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and put my sentiment there in the center, the best I can get it, because we're going to cut it out with a die anyway, which is so wonderful, right? And I chose Azure. I thought Azure would look pretty with this card right here. And I'm really excited about that. That really came out nice. You know, watercoloring is perfectly imperfect and supposed to look splotchy, which is very different for me because I'm more of a this has to be this way kind of thing. And so when I do that and I'm like, no, this came out okay, I'm okay with it. So that's like a big thing for me. Okay, let me go ahead and put this on here. And again, our tape is holding it. Hold it from the bottom and the handle. Let me move it out of the way and get my Platinum 6 in. We're going to roll it through. Just like that. I'm not going to move that out of the way because we're going to die cut. And let's hope that we do good. Oh yeah. Oh, look how pretty that came. That really came pretty. Really, really nice. I'm going to use my LDRS cleaner off to the side here. It's best, honest, let me put this up here. It's best to clean as you go and not let the ink sit and dry on these plates, I have found. But you know, sometimes you can't. And you know what? If they get stained, it's okay. They're just very loved. Let me get my cloth. And I really like, I always say this, I like the LDRS cleaner. I'm not an affiliate for them, but you can use, if you order from them, the code Melanie15, and you can use that as many times as you want on your orders. So look at how nice that came out, right? Okay, let's pick this up from here. Okay, now it doesn't matter if that tears the paper a little bit. I'm okay with it. It's on the back, right? So we're okay with that. All right, let me put this aside. I've had some people comment here lately that they are on the fence about the BetterPress. Well, I'll tell you, I love it. I love to BetterPress. I love to hot foil. I don't think I have one that I like better than the other, to tell you the truth. Because the BetterPress has, you know, they both have a totally different look. So there's, you know, a place for either or with what you're doing in your craft room and what you're doing, you know, at the time with the project that you're working on. But I tell you, I really do love to BetterPress. I mean, like, I really like, it's like, oh, BetterPress, yeah, look at that. And it's indented in there, and it just looks, it looks really cool. It really does. So I'll link below. Scrapbook.com has a really great deal on the BetterPress. So I'll link it below because it comes like in a whole bundle. I'll also put the one in for Spellbinders, but you get a little bit more bang for your buck with the one at Scrapbook.com. So here is our base 5x7 card. Let's go ahead and glue this down. I'm excited about this. Have mercy. I just made a card. That's hilarious. Well, I don't have the air conditioning on right now. It's overcast. It's warm out, but I love the warmth. I love the heat. So, no, that's clear. Okay. So the air conditioning right now is not running. But we're good, right? We're just together here in the craft room. Okay. So let's do this. Yeah, you know, so the more that you watercolor, the better you get at it. And this is a pretty big project. But I had to go back through, fill in, you know, do the best I could. And I think it came out really pretty. And then, let me say this much too. This is not Spellbinders watercolor paper, okay? This is just from Walmart. So, you know, that has a lot to do with it too, folks. I will list the Spellbinders at the bottom. I meant to get some on my last order, and I totally forgot to add it. So here's this, and we're going to put that right there. And I think I'm just going to glue it down. Sometimes I'm like, oh, I'll pop it up, but, you know, I think I'm just going to glue it down, and it's going to look great. I got a little bit of yellow ink right there. That's going to be good to Wow, that fits in there perfectly. Isn't that pretty? That is really nice. Let's get some gems. That came out nice. Okay, let's see, what color? Or maybe no color. Let's see, I have peach. Oh, smoky topaz denim. Of course, crystal mix. Oh, peridot. Oh, that would look pretty. What else do I have here? Let's see, more crystal mix. 4 crystal mixes. Orchid. Orchid and peridot. These 3, not those. Okay, I've got it narrowed down to these. Or sequins. Nope, not sequins. I like the peridot. Going with that. We're going with peridot. I picked this a lot. It tells me to add it to my order. So let's see. Let's go ahead and let's think about where. Oh, it's a larger one up here. I'll do my little, you know how we cascade down a little bit. Let's get a smaller one for here. I don't know, let's stay with the same size. Let's go that medium. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. That one and one more. And here. There. There is our pretty card with the Nature's Botanical Wreath 3D embossing folder watercolored, and I'm really pleased with the way it came out. So thanks again for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see you next time.